Hello dear students, good morning to all of you. As we have started the fourth chapter, that is business services, and in this term we have started the first kind of business services, that is banking. And in the previous class we have completed the functions of bank, or especially functions of commercial bank. Now today we will learn ahead in the case of banking, and today we will learn about the electronic banking services or electronic banking system, or which is known as e-banking. So in this term today we will start about how the electronic banking systems are performed, how we are going to be benefited, how these banking services are going to be availed by the people. So as we know that today we all are living in the computer era or internet era, or we can say today we all are living in the digital world, where each and every work is dependent on electronic system. It means if we want to do the banking work, we are completely depend on the electronic system and internet. So because these services of the customer don't need to go the bank every time for every transaction, because in the previous term when we were saying that if we have to make the withdrawal and deposit from the bank, then that time we have to make a queue or make a line for withdrawal of our own amount, and it will be very difficult to wait in the line, and so many time it will create a kind of panic situation in the line when any other people are going to enter in the line without following the line system or queue system. So dear students, for accelerating the performance or services of the bank, electronic banking services has been designed so that the customer need not to go the bank each and every day, every time for every transaction. They can be sitting idle at they can be sitting at home, and they can make the transaction easily by sitting at home through the electronic system or through the internet. So today we will discuss about the different banking services which are going to be provided by the banks, or which are going to be availed by the people or the customer nowadays. So first of all we are talking about electronic fund transfer, EFT. So under the electronic fund transfer, wage salaries are going to be directly in our account from the company or from the organization to employees account. Under the EFT, online payment of electricity bill, water bill, insurance premium, house tax, these all can be done easily through the EFT. We are simply transferring the fund in electronic way by the help of the internet. Now next is automatic teller machine. This is the full form of ATM, which we are using continuously in the flow nowadays. Now today no one is going to the bank, or especially those people who are having their ATM cards, those people who are smart, those people who can operate the ATM cards, they are not going to the bank for withdrawing the amount from the ATM cards from the banks. Simply they are going to ATM and withdrawing the amount from ATM machine directly by using the ATM card. And it is for making it safe, a PIN, personal identity number, full form of PIN is personal identity number, is generated by the customer themselves, so that PIN can continue, and that PIN can be ever useful and no one can misuse the account of that particular customer. And as we know that ATM machine can be operated 24 hours at everywhere. So now there is no need, if we are going in the way, there is no need to carry money. Simply we are carrying ATM card. Through this ATM card we can be able to withdraw our money at any place whenever it is required, either it is day or night. Now next is debit card. Debit card is generally issued to the customer in lieu of his money deposited in the bank. And this debit card is also known as ATM card. There are two types of ATM card, that is ATM card or credit card. Generally debit card is related to the ATM. Debit card is also a kind of ATM card which is given to the customer by the banker in the lieu of his money deposited in the bank, and through this card they can immediately make the payment of goods purchased or service obtained by the customer at any place, because they don't need to go the bank to withdraw the amount and make the payment after that. So they can easily use it. Next is credit card. It is a service which is going to be provided by the bank to those of its customer who enjoy good reputation. It means those people who have good credit facility, good credit score in the bank, whose deposits are in good condition in the bank. They are going to be facilitated, they are going to be provided a facility by bank so that they can enjoy the facility of overdraft if it is required, if it is needed. With the help of this card, it means credit card, the holder can buy goods or obtain services up to a certain amount even without having sufficient balance in the account. It means if there is no sufficient balance, but if the customer wants to buy something else, they can easily buy it by the help of credit card, because in this credit card, due to their good reputation, there is something overdraft limit on which they can use for having their purchase material or having their marketing items. Now next banking system or next electronic banking system is telebanking. Telebanking, it means telephone banking. Under this facility, a customer can get information about the account balance or any other information about the latest transaction on the telephone. In this way, a customer can simply send the SMS or can simply tick out the form regarding telebanking, and whenever any withdrawal or deposits are going to be held in the bank, they can simply get the message on their mobile phones that the withdrawal or deposits has been held with the such amount in their account. Now the next e-banking facility or services are core banking solution or centralized banking solution. This is known as, in short way, CBS. CBS means core banking solution or centralized banking solution. Core banking solution or centralized banking solution has been started by the banks so that they can correlate each and every bank, and customer can use any bank while making deposits and withdrawal whenever it is required, and whenever it is required at any place. Due to core banking solution, each and every banks has been connected with each other through the internet connection. And now if any customer is want to withdraw, suppose that if any SBI account holder whose account is in Patna, and if they want to go to Danapur or outside the Danapur or outside the Patna, and if they want to withdraw some amount from there from the SBI, they can easily withdraw that amount. Or if we want to send some money to other bank, and if through our own account, we can easily transfer the amount due to CBS system, because in this CBS system each and every bank is interlinked, and each and every customers are going to be provided a 16-digit account number which is specified, in which few digits specified the branch name and few digits specify the city name, and rest digit will specify the customer identity, so that if any withdrawal and deposits are going to be held at any place through any banks, the same amount can be debited or credited in the customer's account. So dear students, this is the CBS who accelerated the growth and development of the banking system. When CBS was not there, we cannot get proper information from other banks towards my own deposits if we are not going to the same bank regarding the information. Suppose that we are having our account in State Bank or PNB in Patna city, and if we want to know the information, if we are in Gandhi Maidan and we are going to the SBI and want to know the information about our own account, if CBS is not there, that bank cannot provide the information regarding our withdrawal and deposits or account balance too. So due to CBS, each and every banks become interconnected, and in this system, customer, by opening a bank account in one branch, which can operate the same account in all CBS branches of the same bank anywhere across the country. It is immaterial with which branch of the bank the customer deals with when he or she is a CBS branch customer. So nowadays each and every bank is CBS bank, and due to CBS facility they can easily make the withdrawal and deposits with the same branch, with any branch of that same bank, if we want to make the withdrawal and deposits through the bank, not by the other means. Next is National Electronic Fund Transfer, NEFT. NEFT refers to a nationwide system that facilitates individual firms and companies to electronically transfer funds from one branch to any individual, firm or company having an account with any other bank branch in the country. NEFT settles transactions in batches. The settlement takes place at a particular point time. Of example, NEFT settlement takes place 6 times a day during the weekdays, that is 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., then 12 noon, then 1 p.m., then 3 p.m., then 4 p.m. and now, so in RTGS, right time gross settlement term, the basic difference between RTGS and NEFT is that the transaction proceed continuously. It means the basic difference between RTGS and NEFT is that while RTGS transactions are processed continuously, where NEFT settles transaction in batches. It means if one batch, as we have discussed, that if one batch has been started at 9:30 am, the second batch will start at 10:30 am, and thereafter the next batch will start at 12 noon, and thereafter next batch will start at 1 pm. So it is done in batches. If one batch is going to be completed, no other batches can be entertained. But in the case of RTGS, frequently payment system or frequently transfer system can be made. There is no batch. If RTGS function has been started from 9 am, there is no gap. The bank can make the RTGS continuously if the RTGS payments are there. So in RTGS, it means real-time gross settlement. Banks perform a vital role for making the payment continuously, and in this term, there is no delay for a minute. Now next, so as dear students, we have discussed the term of RTGS, NEFT. Now we will learn about the benefit of the e-banking. So we have categorized the benefit of the e-banking in two categories. First is related to the customer and second is related to the banks. So first of all, we will discuss about the benefit of e-banking to the customer. E-banking provides 24 hours a day into 365 days in a year services to the customer. This is the first benefit. Second is customer can make transaction from office or house while traveling via mobile phone, mobile telephone. It means through the e-banking they can make the payment or something else, or receive the payment if they are in the way, they are in the journey, they are doing the travel. Third is there is greater customer satisfaction through e-banking as it offers unlimited access and great security as they can avoid traveling with class. So dear students, these are few benefits to the customer. Now we will learn about the benefits to the bank. So first benefit to the bank is e-banking lowers the transaction cost. Second, load on branches can be reduced by establishing centralized database. And third is e-banking provides competitive advantage to the bank, add values to the banking relationship. So these are the benefits to the bank, and there are a lots of other benefits to the customer and to the bank of the e-banking system or electronic banking system. So dear students, now I think you have got or you have learned a lot today about the electronic banking services or e-banking services. Thank you.